And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
And it's third down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
This will be fielded at the 17. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. They're not ready for this, man.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Come on, D.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And this this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
11 at the 42-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Double dog, that's the way.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
55, check 55, Mike. Record.
They'll look to throw again. He finds Howard complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brought down at the 20.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And a short gain here down to the 22. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Now Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Seahawks nothing. Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how the defense reacts.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Ron Winfield Jr. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was. As you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
He'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14. Seahawks, nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
8 yards.
So you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Buccaneers 14. Seahawks nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Seahawks first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up first and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second and goal.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Seattle.
A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And that one makes it 14-7.
Is good. Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Seahawks 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Who that?
Second and 9 now. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it third down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
56 right there, 56. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check 56. Get the ball.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
56. Mike's 56. Come on. He get
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Open man here, Sims complete. Not much there, only a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down, Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. From the gun, Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's Jones. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This throw caught left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
56 the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
9-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Jones. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
The line of scrimmage.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Third down. It's Jones. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. This one into the hands of Burton.
Wilson's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. throw incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's put that team on the clock. 55 is mine, God. 55. I got it.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined there.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that
I'm
penalty.
so confused.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, Maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
We got 4. We got 4. Kill, 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 kill.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
At the 33-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33.
You better be afraid of me. Mike 55, Mike 55. Quit talking about it and bring it.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
I smell fear in that offense. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Play action, they'll throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Keep it up. Keep it up. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Johnson, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Push him back. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
On 3rd down, Jones. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught by Howard. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
It is good.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that will make this a 4-point game.
20. Josh.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Levante David in on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he will find his man on the outside. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back now in Tampa. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Play action. It's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Again, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Josh
So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They need a touchdown, the two-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
Now Wilson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They go play action now. Wilson. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw again is Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll give it here to his running back. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Steps, Wilson, hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 30. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to keep it on the ground, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Taken in the end zone, and he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open is Swaim, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Back to you. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. All day, every day, any day.
They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Open man here, Sims complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Wilson's
another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll run here with Raymond Calais. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From the 39, Wilson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sims.
Wilson's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
25-yard line.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Tonight's final.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Bucs, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the loss here will move them back to 500. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.